My name is Scott Rimington. I live by myself in our family home in Baden. I've lived there since my wife died in 2017, and I'm in a very friendly, supportive neighbourhood. My wife Annie was a very good, active gardener, and our two daughters have given me the responsibility of keeping Annie's garden in very good order, and I'm under some very serious threats of being disinherited unless I keep it in good order. Our home in Baden backs onto Ithaca Creek, which then backs onto a Brisbane City Council habitat site, which backs onto Mount Cootha. So I was in a super privileged situation right through COVID. Lots of space, lots of activity, and lots of facilities locally, and a great neighbourhood. It was so remarkable during COVID that we even had powerful owls coming through out of Mount Cootha and roosting in the trees in our garden. One of our daughters and family lived quite close, so I had lots of good contact with them. It was much tougher for our Melbourne daughter and her family. This daughter works at the Alfred Hospital, a large public hospital, so she was very aware of the immediate big picture of what was happening with COVID day to day and all the dramas. She can report feeling well supported by her hospital and all that stuff that was going on in Victoria at the time with the Chief Health Officer Brett Sutton and the Premier Dan Andrews. Probably the hardest part was the children not being able to go to school and not being very responsive. Zoom participants. I tried to do some Zoom tutoring activities, but this didn't go very well as they were very distractible. I had much more success Zoom tutoring with my 10-year-old Brisbane granddaughter. She was a better age and had better concentration. For me, it was a very privileged experience, and I didn't really realise that until somewhat later because of where I lived and the setup I had just fortuitously with my neighbours and my family, and being able to access our own garden and the habitat site, which has endless weeding demands just to keep it ahead of the weeds that infest the place. The thing that really probably surprised me most as I'd be watching daily television reports was the influence of Trump into Australia and what was happening with my neighbours and close friends, and their very different takes on vaccinations, lockdowns, masks and rule following. Even now in 2023, we're still having robust and at times hostile discussions about a few of these issues, and with some of my friends there are just clear no-go zones that continue to this day. But really for me, because of where I lived and who was with me in my family and environment, I did have quite an easy time.